All right, guys, so we're gonna take a tour. This is a work in progress, so first of all, I'm not a woodworker, so don't judge anything that you see here on my woodworking skills. I hope to learn how to become a better woodworker, but that is definitely not my profession. So we're out here in the garage. I don't know if you remember one of the videos, but we had the garage railing. We'll start with this stuff here first. But the garage railing, it came out here and basically lost about half of our ceiling height. So they have come back out. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they have put in railing that follows the garage ceiling, which it looks amazing. That's exactly what I wanted. Everything's wired up and plugged in. That was the other thing. We had to wait forever for the electricians to come back out and finish the garage, which they finally did the same day the garage door people were out here. So the railing is done here and on the back garage door, because what I want to do down the road is put in a 2-post lift, which I hadn't quite figured out where yet, but if I do, now I can go up as high as I want and not have any problems. They have the garage door motors on the side, so it's not the traditional where it goes right down the middle. They're really quiet too, but they're over here on the sides. These are insulated garage doors. I plan to one day maybe put don't get in front of it. I plan to maybe one day put a AC unit. It's called a I can't think of the name of it, huh? No, it's one that mounts on the wall. I can't think of the name of the AC. It's its own little thing, and it has its own outside unit. I'll think of it later. But anyways, the motors are on the sides, so it doesn't get in the way of anything. It looks really well built. I haven't had any problems now that they've finished installing it. And of course, they fixed the cabling on the side of this one. But yeah, they work great. The electricians still have to come back out. They have to put another plug up here for this garage door. So right now I got it run over here to this power bar. So yeah, I'm gonna put another OSB over here, and then I'm gonna start organizing some of this mess and getting it off the ground. Yeah, don't judge my benches here. This was just kind of quick put together. Of course, it wasn't quick for me, but I needed something I could start setting stuff on and use my chop saw. And anyways, this is what I thought of for the time being. I might change it up later. It needs to be a little bit more sturdy. I mean, there's some flex. I mean, it's 3/4 inch OSB. I mean, this stuff is thick. So it's not gonna have much flex, but you know, if I start throwing some really heavy stuff on there, you know, it might bend in a little. And then I'm gonna take apart this guy. This was our first iteration of a mobile workbench where I had my chop saw on a rotating table where I could flip it back and forth. The design was amazing. The concept was amazing. The actual build out, it's all right. And then hopefully today, when I get done with this video, I'm gonna take the table saw out and then take this apart and use the wood for some more of my workbench over there. So, and then in the attic, I won't go up there, but like I was saying, I have some OSB that I plan to put up there for some more storage, and so I can walk around up there. I mean, it's right in the middle. I can stand all the way up, but on the edges, you have to crouch, and as you're crouching and walking on these, you know, these 2x8s or 6s or whatever they have up there, you know, and while you're trying to hold something, it's a pain. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We got the softener installed too. This is what I was saying on lessons learned earlier. There was not a loop put in, and you need a loop for a softener, so the plumbers had to come back out and then they came off the main line in after that one faucet out there. So I have one faucet still on hard water, and I'll have to mark it. But the one right out front here is still on hard water. So after that, it comes in. They put a couple of cutoffs so I can cut the water off to my house with these. And they even put up arrow, down arrow. That's cool. And then they came in and put the softener in, and it's been working great. We have really hard water out here. I think they said it was 27 particles per million, or I don't know. 27's the number I remember, and they said that was really hard, and I needed a softener. So, electrical panel. Out here in the garage, I have two 220s. I have one for my air compressor, which is off a 20 amp. I wish they would have put a bigger one in there. And then I got another 220 off a 30 amp. So if I want to do a welder or for the lift or both, that's my spare, which is over here with the blank panel on it. And then the rest of the house. I made them label it with my label maker because I hate permanent marker on these things because you can't, after about 3 years, you can't read it. So label maker makes it a lot easier. What else is out there? So plugs on the sides, Yeah, everything's exactly how I wanted it out here. So, all right, well, let's go inside. And then we'll take a tour of the inside of the house. Let me close this garage door. So the other reason we got the softener is we have a propane tankless water heater, a Rheem. Thing's been great so far. Of course, it's brand new. Anyways, they say it's really hard on these tankless that have really hard water. So, anyways, it's amazing. We have it at 120 right now. It goes. I actually found out you can make these go hotter. You have to hold the up arrow until it blinks, and then hit the down arrow, and then you can go all the way up to 140. But you lose water pressure. You might lose a little water pressure. Anyways, 120's been hot enough for us, so we've left it. And then down here to do a clean out, which I'm probably going to do here soon. They installed these clean out ports, so you hook a submersible pump into a bucket, and then you hook 2 hoses up, and then you cycle vinegar through distilled white vinegar through your tankless water heater, and that gets all the lime scale and build up off the inside, and you're supposed to do that once a year. And then it also has a inlet filter that you're supposed to, I'm going to clean that out every month. I don't know how often you're supposed to do it, but once a month. It catches all the bigger sediment that might go into it before it hits the tankless water heater. But yeah, it's amazing. We love it. Instant on-demand hot water. Well, almost instant. It's almost instant here. Washer and dryer, our utility sink. This is one of the things we had to add was the cabinet pre-built. I don't remember where we ordered it. Home Depot maybe. Anyways, we got it hung. We used a French hook type. French cleat. Yeah, and got it mounted. This is our pantry. As you can see, we brought everything from our old house, and we still got tons of room in here. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, moving on to the kitchen area. We have our side area up here for our coffee. So a little story on the butcher block wood. Since we thought we had enough pieces, we didn't, so we had to adjust. Anyways, I think it looks fine. We have this darker style butcher block here for our coffee area with cabinets. It looks really good. Then our fridge. And then over here is the thicker, lighter butcher block. And we did this stuff all the way around. And then all of our cabinets down here, which we haven't even filled all of them up yet. I mean, there's a ton of cabinet space. Then our induction range, which is working out pretty good. The wife really likes it. Then our VentaHood, we had to get this redone. The hull was actually, as you can see, it's a little bit over, and the VentaHood wasn't lined up perfectly, so they came back out and they put a kind of an industrial look 90 on it, and then we just put the cover over the top, and I don't know, I think it looks really good. You know, it is what it is. There's a big steel post, like right here, a steel beam, one of the infrastructure, or the load-bearing beams right here, so they couldn't drill a hole. So they had to go on the either side, and this side had been too far that way, and that side. So anyways, we got it, put it up. Our in-wall oven and microwave, it came out really good. There for a while, it was missing a piece up here, and anyways, we got everything ordered and in and covered, and it came out really nice. And then here's our island, which is yet a different style of butcher block. It looks okay. We just, you know, the island, we wanted an accent piece anyway, so this wood and the different color paint than the rest of the house, it kind of gave it an accent. Dishwasher. We still have, by the way, we still have to stain this. We didn't order a outside piece, so I guess that's another lesson learned. We should have ordered they sell outside pieces and should have got one for here. Anyways, it still looks good. We'll stain it and make it match. And then our garden sink, farmhouse sink, excuse me, installed here. They had to do a lot of customizing. The trim guy is, we won't say his name, but he's top notch. I wouldn't have been able to cut this out and make it look as good as it did, but he did. And then he installed all the cabinets and everything. It looks really amazing. Then walking into our living room, we got our kitchen table over here with our, you know, our little chandelier or whatever, you know, nothing fancy, but, you know, just kind of 3 lights hanging down. And then our TV area with our 2 couches. You know, when this room, before anything was in it, looked really huge. But once you start moving things in, it really starts shrinking down. So we got these couches moved in, and we're like, wow, there's not a lot of room in here. So for now, we've left it, but maybe one day we might take one of these out and then just get a 1-seater or get a new couch or whatever. For now, it's fine, but as you can see, when you think you have a lot of room until you get your furniture in, it really starts to shrink down. And then, who knows, we might buy a TV mount and mount the TV and get rid of this thing and just build some shelving and then store all our stuff on there, and that would free up a little bit of room too, so. All right, we're gonna start going down the hallway, and then we're gonna take a right and go to my wife's office. No. Yeah.
No, it's so dirty.
So she got all our stuff in. She got 2 stand-up stations. This one we ordered, or sorry, her friends got for her, which was very nice of her. And by the way, I missed the open shelving in the kitchen. I don't know if we got it on video, but they also got us this metal piping stuff to put shelves on, and I like it. I think it looks okay. I mean, we might put cabinets in down the road, but for now, it looks really good. Anyways, this stuff's in the kitchen. But anyways, so back to the countertops. So the problem was some of them came in cracked. And this is one of them that was not as badly cracked, but we had to return 2 of these because they were cracked like right down the middle. So we took the lesser of the 3 evils, and then we used it as her tabletop for this stand-up station. And I'll do a little demo. It's pretty cool. And so that was sitting height, and now it's going all the way up to standing height. And then this one does the same thing. This one came with the table, or topper, so we don't have to do anything for it. But yeah, so, and then they got her lights in and her ceiling fan. This ceiling fan changes colors, which is pretty cool. So it goes from soft yellow, white to bright, or sunlight. That's sunlight, and that's soft light. And then her normal lights in here. And then her back half of her office is her little kind of chillax area with TV, and which I know the cabling we need to finish up. Again, all projects for the future. It works for now. And then her couch area, and so yeah, she's made it quite a little nice spot here. So next we'll go into the guest bathroom. We got our more wooden butcher block countertops with our cabinets. Not much to it. I think most of this we've seen. Oh, look at all the dog hair. Oh, somebody got a shower today. So our little shower with all the fixtures in. I don't know if we got video of the fixtures. And then all painted and bathroom ready. So throw our dog hair away. Ugh. Yeah, you shed like a, yeah, you shed. My little server closet, I'm not gonna go into too much detail. We have Starlink for internet. Here's the little router. And then my switch and patch panel and servers. I'm gonna do a little cleanup on this. I'm gonna get this to where I have this straight and then put a shelf there for the Starlink router. I have to leave the door open because I need to put an exhaust fan in here. If we close that door, it gets really hot in there really fast. So I hadn't quite figured out where I'm gonna put the exhaust, if I'm gonna put it in the attic or in the ceiling or out the door. As warm air rises, so technically you want it up high to get all the hot air out. I don't know. I just don't want to put another hole in there if I can avoid it. Then here's my office. A work in progress, as you can see. I got boxes. I need to get some shelving for this books. I got another desk. There's my main desk, and then I got a desk for the printer and shredder. And then the exercise equipment, which I've used a little, but I need to get back to it. As you can tell, I need a little exercise. So, and then our storage closet for water and extras and our survival stuff, propane, and then our survival kit. We're gonna add more in here. As time goes on, I might clean this up so we can free all these shelves up, but this will be kind of storage area for prepping the items, water and food and whatever else stores long term. Oh, I forgot there was a light in here. Huh. And go into the main bedroom. And again, this is still a work in progress. We don't have any blinds yet, so we put up curtains as it gets so bright in the mornings and at night. We just put up some blackout curtains. And we got our bed in, and then our kind of our drawers and everything that goes with the bed. Yeah, I mean, not much in here except the bed and a place to sleep. Our closet, it filled up quick. We still have a lot of room in here with shoes and clothes, and yeah, I mean, it's nice. It worked out great. We still have, like I said, we still have a little bit of room back here, some more room up there, so we can add stuff in. And then the main bathroom. The toilet area, and then our butcher block top, sinks, and then our shower area, which I think you've all seen. So now the last spot we're gonna hit is the back patio. As you saw, not this last video, but the video before, we nearly lost the tractor and the smoker. But as you can see, we got it in, and then we got our electric smoker in here too. We have a couple of pieces of butcher block left we might use for something, I don't know. But we got it in, and then we had all the wood stacked here, but I moved it because we were getting, maybe my wife will put a picture in of the centipede we had in our house. The thing was like 6 or 7 inches long, it was huge. Anyway, so we had all the wood right here and we were getting bugs in. I noticed there's a gap under a door, which I fixed. So I moved all the wood out over here for now, which is probably gonna get moved again once we get our fencing put in. Speaking of while we're out here, as you can see, just look at me now and then look at me as I go down here. There's about 2.5 to 3 feet of dirt missing. So we had to we're gonna get a guy with his bulldozer, and I don't know what he said, 6 trucks of fill and then 3 trucks of topsoil to fill up. And we're going from the end of the house over 50 foot, which is about right here, and then 50 foot back. Missy, get out of there. Out, which is about right here somewhere. So this saw is going to get filled up with dirt, and then he's going to do the driveway in, fill that in, and run it out, and then fill in the backside. So Missy, come on, lots of dirt. And this is the lessons learned. Get this done while they're doing the house, or else you're stuck with mud and an ugly backyard for a few months. And that's it.